It's a sales minute, sales minute. It's a sales minute, sales minute.
Hi, and welcome to Sales Minute. I'm your host, Matt Adams. So I want to shout out to Gino for bringing a great question this week, and we want to talk about the value of design intelligence. So let's first define what design intelligence is. Design intelligence is kind of the big umbrella that covers the three types of intelligences that we're trying to talk about with customers, and that is project intelligence, or the why. It's the context of what we're doing. It's process intelligence, which is the where. It's the creative space where things happen, or building in the freedom to be able to pursue these ideas and put them together. And finally, it's people intelligence, which is the who, or the story behind the things that we're doing. So if we take a look at design and kind of how we got to this point and all the things that have been happening, there's been a big focus on design systems, about looks and feels and all that other stuff that goes into that. But if you think about all of those things, they're really pretty utilitarian. You know, how do our buttons look? How do our colors look? Are we accessible? Are we not accessible? Are we inviting folks in by the way that we put things together? And all those things are really important, but what they're really, really missing is the impact on design. One of my favorite people when I first started selling was this guy who used to come in, and he would say that there's a lot of shit that you can measure that doesn't matter, and there's a lot of shit that matters that you can't measure. And to me, that really comes down to impact. What is the impact that we are having upon people? And what we tend to focus on are the things that we can measure. And those are great things, right? Not saying that those things don't matter. If we only focus on those things, then we're really missing out on what is the impact that we're trying to have. And because that's not easily measured, it's not something that we really have intentionally created space around inside of our organizations. So when it comes down to asking what is the value that design intelligence brings to our organization, it's really creating intentionality around the work that we're doing. What is the impact that we want to have from the very, very get-go? Why are we doing this work? You know, where are we going to collaborate together? And ultimately, what's the story on who we want to impact and how we want to impact them? And if we can start there, we're going to build so much more than just something that looks nice or feels nice or has good transitions from one screen to the next. But we're going to build something that's going to really, truly matter. And that's an incredible value to organizations, because as it exists today, nobody has that kind of centralized space where they can begin kind of with that end in mind mentality. And that's the beauty of notebooks, and that's the power that design intelligence brings to organizations.